Nothing can stop me now. I hope that shatterproof glass can withstand the abuse. Mother!
Looks like it's up to us to save the Earth.
Oh, it was nice knowing you guys. Now who gets what? Situation is under control. There's no way we could screw this up. Boy, that almost blew up in our...
Hello, everyone. My name is Heather Hurt with the NRW, where nerds rule the weird. No, we're going to get kind of weird here. Nerds rule the world. I'm here with Eric Bauza, who plays the one and only Daffy Duck, and Porky Pig. Daffy Duck's more important here.
How dare you? Right here, you know. No, you're not. Move over. Hi, how's it going?
Bring him back, Daffy.
Petunia's here too, you know.
I was about to say, you got to give some time. Candi Milo, who plays Petunia Pig. How are you two doing today? Or how three? There's three of y'all.
Yes, you can see what's in our brains. We're doing fantastic.
Yeah.
How about yourself?
I'm doing great, thank you. I'm so excited for this. Eric, I actually saw an interview recently where you were talking about how you were a 90s kid who grew up on Looney Tunes. And I have to say, I was definitely one of those kids. You know, I wasn't a Disney princess. I was a Bugs Bunny gal. So I'm excited to talk to you.
And by that you mean you'd slap on a wig and put on lipstick and trick Elma?
Yeah, but I didn't have to put on the prosthetics in other places.
You know, I go to the gym for that figure.
We're here to talk about the day the Earth blew up, a Looney Tunes movie. And we are getting closer and closer. We have been, the press, y'all have been talking about this movie for what seems like years now. How are y'all feeling as we're getting to those final couple of weeks?
You know, this is going to be the bigger than Kendrick Lamar's halftime show. Okay? I mean, the moon is in this movie. You know, it's almost as big as the lunar landing.
That's right.
You know, we've been working on this film since 2019, so
Yeah.
it's had its bumps in the road. But I think that's what happens. Timing happens, and it happens for a reason. And the anticipation that has been built up around this is pretty awesome, especially around the hardcore Looney Tunes fans. But I feel like it's even spread more, and because of outlets like yours, they're gonna know around the world, or around the weird for that matter.
Same, right? Let's talk about your characters. Y'all have both been. This isn't your first rodeo, especially with the Looney Tunes. What was different about Day the Earth Blew Up versus what y'all have done previously? And Candi, if I could start with you.
This is the first full-length feature that, you know, Porky and Daffy have not had their own movie. But traditionally you've had shorts, animated shorts. This is the first full feature length, hour and a half, laugh a minute. And I think that's what's different. And I think it energized the company. It energized the crew and the cast. And it energized that we could show people what cartoons we feel were meant to be and how it all started back in the day. And the animators from back in the day, I want to say Fleischer or Fleischman? Fleischer.
Clampett, Tex Avery, Fleischer.
They had a rhythm. They had this energy. They had this rat-a-tat-tat kind of a thing. And I think that you have in 2025, not 1940, you have people that were raised on it and understand that energy, and we all have that from top to bottom. Sam Register over at Warner Brothers, down to Pete Browngardt, down to his cast. We all have this loony energy, and so I think that's what makes it different from anybody else. This is a full-blown story. It's a laugh a minute, but there are 131 minutes in this. So
you may have to go back to the theater over and over again. Children, get your parents' credit cards. You have our permission.
Eric, what about you? What set this movie aside for you?
I mean, again, just like what Candy said, it's its own thing that doesn't. I always say
No basketball players or AI were used in the making of this picture.
it's their own ABC storyline, and it's hard to believe that after 90 years that it's the first of its kind. We've seen them do compilations. I think that's they would often animate new interstitials with the original 1940s theatrical shorts and call that their feature, and it worked and worked clearly because I'm proof that it did. I made it all the way to the finish line. The only marathon I'll ever win is sitting here talking to you. Trust me. I'm wearing maternity pants, and I can't blame the pandemic anymore. But it's been too long. I got to go to the gym, is what I'm saying. So I feel like it is history, and I'm so honored to be a part of it. Especially sitting next to one of the who I consider in the Mount Rushmore of animation performers.
And you can just see my face is sort of chiseled because I need Botox and I can't afford it. So
who but voice actors behind a microphone would be so concerned about their appearance?
I know. I remember Sandra Bernhard, the comedian, once said comedy isn't pretty. And I was like, good, neither am I. So it's a perfect fit. Perfect fit.
Well, you speak for yourself, Victor.
Yeah.
I'm very handsome.
He looks good on a poster, Daffy.
Absolutely. He does look like he's gotten some, speaking of that trim happening.
He had a bill reduction.
Yeah, he did.
Oh my goodness. Sorry. I'm going to try and keep my cool here. It's just not working. So when we're talking about the animation, one of the really cool things, Eric, you just brought it up, is this is a classic 2D animation. We're going backwards, which is really, really great.
There's some craftsmen that worked on this. One who unfortunately passed right after the movie was I saw him get to see it, Bob McKnight, and he was one of the go-to artists, not just used by Warner Brothers, but also the classic Disney characters. And another artist, Dan Haskett, who anytime I see his name at the bottom right hand, his signature, it is just like classes in session for any draftsman and draftswomen artists out there who, it's just they create the Bible of these characters, what they're supposed to look like and their moods and all that stuff. And they both got to work on this film, and that's why if you're watching this thinking, how did they build the time machine and travel all the way back to the 40s? It's because of talented artists like those two.
And I think that's really special that there is no AI, there is no CGI, it is all hand drawn. And one of the things that Warner Brothers has been famous for forever, and they went back to it, is the color. The layout color is just the color of this movie is absolutely stunning. The styles of animation that you go from the bubble looks of all the characters to the hard aquiline features of something like they came from outer space, and it's all mixed in, but it's colored so beautifully that I think it's really a treat for the eyes.
Aaron Spurgeon, who worked on the original shorts with us, the Looney Tunes cartoon shorts for Max, which I think I heard they're now available in their entirety, plus 4 special shorts that didn't make it are available for on digital. I wish they came out with the DVDs, but Aaron had worked so hard, as well as Nick Cross is another guy that we should bring up that I met in wintry Canada. He's a Canadian. Not only did he work on this, art direction, he was also Toronto Maple Leaf hockey. No, I'm just kidding. He didn't play hockey, but he came up with so many fantastic. I think the Farmer Jim stuff. Where you see the rendering of like the painting. He's just remarkable.
It's just it's so well done, and just I want to piggyback on that because the style. What is special is there is a I don't think it gives it away, but there's an dun 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 dun, and there's some musical.
The Art Deco style. That one was Alex Kerwan. He contributed to the they call that Powerhouse.
It is. It is unbelievable that you break away from total reality of Looney Tunes 1940s characterizations into 1940s Art Deco, and then out of that you go into 1950s space. It is so, but it's really an amazing journey, and it's nonstop. And I think that that's what Warner Brothers has been famous for. We have seen iterations of the Tiny Toons franchise. That's where I started, was on Tiny Toons as the little bird.
Oh, sweetie, this little thing, and she talked like this. It was crazy.
And then when she got mad, she talked like that.
And I,
Oh, sweetie, here.
Done. And I remember how beautifully colored that was, and then future iterations, they became harder lines, thinner, more washed out, and we went through our pastel era. And I wanted everybody to know that we're back to deep pinks, deep purples, reds, blues. It's unbelievably it's a color wash, and I think that that's really, really special in this land of AI. I think we're back to true talent, drawing talent, really talented. And Michael Rolko also worked on this, wrote on it. He's a storyboard artist, and he's done a lot. He did Hexapeel I do the character of Witch Hazel, and he did that, and his idea of the spider becoming a spider, and then it became a thread as it followed her, and when the spider caught up to Witch Hazel, it became a spider again. It's just such brilliance at Warner Brothers Animation. It's amazing. I'll stop talking now.
No, I wish I could talk to y'all more, because I have like 45,000 questions for y'all. But it's so great to hear the passion and the love and the excitement for this film, because honestly, Looney Tunes nerds everywhere have been waiting for this movie.
Absolutely. I feel like, there was an article that came out, and it was like the truth, but said in such a funny way. It's like, look, they're like, we know it's not Harry Potter, it's not Lord of the Rings. They're like, it's Looney Tunes, and it serves a certain cross section of people. And it's like, yeah, it is. And that's us. We are the ones working on it, but we're also the fans of it and the nerds of it, if you want to say that.
Yeah.
And I know that there are, and I run into them all the time, people that, now I'm being recognized at my grocery store. And not just to move out of the way to get to candy. People are like, Eric? I'm like, yeah, they're like, move. Candi Milo.
No.
Yeah,
Nobody cares.
Yeah, no, but they want to stop and chat about Looney Tunes.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, heck yeah, I will talk to you about it and follow you to your car and talk to you about it, because that's how much I love it. I will always go down and saying, yeah, I'm a fan first, always, with these characters.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so beautiful. The Day the Earth Blew Up, a Looney Tunes movie, finally releases theatrically on March 14th, the day after my birthday. So I'm totally taking this as a win for me.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Heather. Birthday to you.
Thank you guys.
Say more. Don't hit the floor.
Thank you guys so much, and y'all have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Dude.
See you there. Bye.
Thank you.
Heather.
Welcome.
Just in, a duck and pig have a plan to save her. We are all doomed.
This situation is under control. Oh my! Mother!
Looney Tunes, The Day the Earth Blew Up, only in theaters March 14th.
nerds rule the world.
Pleasure chatting with you. Love to all my nerds who rule the world.
Nerds rule the world.
Yes, we do.
Thanks. Nerds rule the world. Thank you.
I love the nerds ruling the world. So more power to you.
Patrick, what up, man? And yes, they do. Nerds rule the world, kid.
Yes,
you know
sir.
Thank you.
Awesome. Kuya P, nerds rule the world. Hello.
Yes, they do.
Yes.
Oh,
Nerds rule the world.
I got.
It's in the title of your show, like Nerds Rule the World. Like, I want more black weirdos on screen, and I don't feel like we ever get to see that very much.
Thank you so much. Nerds do rule the world.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, nerds rule.
Love it.
Hello, Sarah. Hello, Julie.
Nerds rule. Yes,
Rock on. I love it. Thank you so much.
It's good to see you. I love Nerds Rule the World.
But yeah, there's a heavy nerd component, man.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, if you ask me, nerds rule the world. So
absolutely.
And you're right, nerds do rule the world.
We're just the best.
Yes.
Thank you, ladies.
Nerds so much.
Yes. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
It's your boy Kuya P. Nerds rule the world. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you.
do. They rule the world all right.
Yes. Take care, Tony. Thank you, guys.